How many of you take your family adventures with a couple of kids and maybe a couple of animals? Well, I'm Brian from Cruising with the Coachmen, and I want to show you the Apex Nano 208BHS, which is the perfect family rig. So we start off with these two double bunks. They're huge. Actually, you could easily put 4 kids in here if you wanted to. Plus, the bottom bunk does pop up. So if you wanted to store anything under here, like maybe a pet crate or bikes or kayaks or whatever. I've got in the bathroom. Let's take a look back here while we're in the back. I've got a tub here, which is nice with the kids, especially the little ones or the animals. Toilet test. Plenty of space because of the way this toilet is oriented. Plenty of knee room. I've got decent storage in here. I've got the small medicine cabinet, a little bit of storage here underneath the vanity. Notice the new decor for 2026 models includes this gold and black you'll see in the kitchen accent on all of the finishes. And the shower is... well, it's a little short. I'm 6 foot and I've got maybe 2 inches here. So a little bit short. You don't have a ton of room in the shower, but it is nice and spacious still. Let's take a look at the living space. I've got good kitchen storage. So I've got a double pantry over here, 4 drawers, and they're pretty deep so that I can get a lot into them. Also, TV backer right here. Put an arm on there and you can swing it around to see anywhere you want in the rig. 12-volt fridge. Great big refrigerator. I like these can holders and the fact that you can fit a gallon of milk or some 2 liters in here. Plenty of space. And the freezer is absolutely huge. A lot of room in here to get the family out for an extended time. On the countertop in the kitchen area, I've got a 2-burner stove that gives me a great amount of counter space with that 2-burner stove. Plus, the farmhouse sink gives me plenty of room to wash dishes. And by leaving that cover on, I've got great countertop space. Storage up above, storage down below, a couple of drawers, a couple of cabinet areas, and I've got the convection oven, air fryer, microwave down here. Part of the 2026 upgrade was all of this decor. As I mentioned, the black and gold fixtures, and you notice that in the sink too. Plus, they've changed up the fabric a little bit. So and the wallboard and the colors of the wood. So it's just a really nice, clean look. And I think it's kind of warm and homey feeling. Up here in the bedroom area, jackknife sofa that closes down to allow you to open this Murphy bed. Plenty of storage up here in the front. In this wardrobe, these shelves are removable, so I can either go with 2 shelving units, or I can take the shelf and drop it down and use it as a hanging on either side. Also up above, lots of space in this big open area. And I've got power outlets on both sides, plus USB chargers on both sides for phones and other devices that might need to be plugged in and recharged. Love the stargazer window up here. This skylight is huge, and I can just imagine laying here in bed and looking up at the stars. But if I've got one of those annoying campground lights, I can close my bug screen to keep the bugs out. Or on the other side, I've got a blackout blind to keep that nighttime light out if the campground happens to be bright. In order for a little bit of privacy for mom and dad, we've got curtains here to close off the bedroom, and there's curtains on both of the bunks to close them off for privacy for the kiddos out there. Also notice this huge campsite window right here above the kitchen area, and another window here, of course the front window, and there's a couple of good sized windows on the driver's side also. As Coachmen brand ambassadors, Michelle and I have a lot of access to the design team here in Coachmen. So let us know down in the comments below about things you think about this rig that you love, things that it's missing, things that you really don't feel like you need, so we can pass that on to them. Also, while I got you, make sure that you hit that subscribe button so you can see more of our adventures and more of our Apex information. And of course, like this video. Now let's look at some of these outside features. Up front, all the Nanos have a manual tongue jack and double propane tank. We've got that huge front window. Love that for plenty of light to come in. Pass-through is a pretty decent size pass-through, and I've got my charge controller here for my solar, and there's inverter prep built in now coming standard, so I can just pull that wiring to attach my inverter when I'm ready to upgrade my solar. The glass front door is a nice sleek look. The Moride stairs fold up into it to give you safety, and they're really sturdy. The outdoor kitchen space is small, but very, very practical. I've got a small fridge. I've got my Suburban griddle. I've got plenty of storage space here, plus outlets and USB chargers. And I forgot to mention in the bathroom that Fogatti tankless water heater. On the back side, We've got storage in the bumper, the spare tires living back here, plus we're prepped and ready for a backup camera. Thanks for watching this video. We can't wait to see you and your family out on your next adventure on the road.